Up third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. Open man completes it to Butler. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Play action now, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. Here's Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Tua throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Butler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 38. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Butler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right? Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up when the ball gets to the receiver. Moment of truth, knock it away.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game. After just 2 seasons in the league as a rookie, 2nd-team All-Pro, and then in his 2nd year, was second in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
52 blaster. Ultra. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 3 yards out. take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook from 19 yards away. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Okay, right? Check that. Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down throw for Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, check finger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Let's go now. Ultra. Steal. Check steal. Check.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime